This 3 ingredients maple peanut cookie recipe is so easy, it's going to make you mad. Hi everyone, it's Tash and welcome to another recipe video. And today we are going to be making 3 ingredients maple peanut cookies. And these were so ridiculously easy that I almost got mad at it. How is it possible that you can get the most perfect, crisp on the outside, bit chewy on the inside cookies with just 3 ingredients? I almost got so annoyed I could barely talk. See, even the cars outside are angry. But it is true, and I've made these so many times now. The first time was because I had a jar of peanut butter that was about to go off, so I searched on the internet and I looked for some simple ingredients. And the 3 ingredient peanut butter cookie recipe idea is not a new thing. There are loads of recipes online. It's just peanut butter, sugar and an egg. Some people use caster sugar, white sugar, some people use brown sugar. When I first started making them myself, I used light muscovado sugar because I like that extra caramelly edge, and I experimented with the quantities a few times. I even made some vegan versions for a friend recently and I used Oregon egg replacer, and I got various different results. Some came out too crunchy, one came out a bit too gooey, until I got the quantities that were just right for me. Now the other day I impulse bought some maple sugar just to sprinkle on my porridge in the morning, and as I was spooning probably a bit too much on my porridge in the morning, I thought the texture is pretty much the same as light muscovado sugar. Maple sugar is literally just maple sugar that's been boiled and concentrated down and then until it crystallizes and you can get sugar out of it. So I thought, why not use maple sugar instead of the regular sugar that I usually use to make 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies, and it worked. A bit too well, because now I can't stop eating the darn things. So that's it. All you need is maple sugar, which I bought online, sometimes I can find it in health food shops here, peanut butter, crunchy, by the way, need the crunch, really love the texture, and 1 egg. And that's it, you can click off the video. Bye. Just joking, you do need to know the quantities and the temperature of the oven and how long to bake them, but those are ridiculously easy to do, so if you want to stick around then let's go to the kitchen and see how it's done. That was the most uncorded click I've ever done. That will do. First, let's preheat the oven to 180 degrees C. Now here I have 180 grams of maple sugar, and to that maple sugar I'm going to add 1 egg. And then the final ingredient, of course, is peanut butter. I'm going to add 275 grams of crunchy peanut butter, and that happens to be the entire jar, which is quite handy for me, so I'm just going to dump that all in there. And I'm simply going to stir this all together. And that is it. See how it's turned into a sort of thick dough? Lovely. Now here I've lined a nice big baking tray with some non-stick baking paper. This is my reusable stuff. And I'm literally going to take about a tablespoonful, just under maybe. Actually, let's get a little bit more on there. Squish it up, look at how lovely it's become, really nice soft dough. Roll it into a ball, pop it onto our baking sheet, and we're just going to pat it down a little bit, not too much because we want them nice and thick. Perfect, we're going to do this again and again, leave a little bit of room on each side for them to spread a bit, but these cookies don't spread that much, so you don't have to worry too much about leaving a load of space. And there we have it, we have 19 biscuits, could probably make 20 if we made them slightly smaller. 19 is a weird number, but I will have to deal with it. Anyway, let's bake these for 8 to 10 minutes until they're nice and golden brown on top. Look at these, gorgeous. That was actually 9 minutes on the dot. And now for the hardest part of all, letting them cool down before we eat them, because they are super hot at the moment. Wouldn't recommend putting one of these in your mouth right now, so let's let them cool down. Look at these. Told you they were ridiculously easy. Three ingredients, get out. Give these to anyone and they would not believe that this is just literally made out of peanut butter, sugar and an egg. The texture is perfect, we've got a little bit of crispness on the outside and a little bit of chew on the inside. This is why I say to bake it for 8 to 10 minutes, because it depends on how firm you like your cookies. I baked mine for exactly 9. Also, it's going to depend on your oven. Every oven is slightly different. So keep an eye on them from about 8 minutes. If you want your cookies chewier, then underbake them by a minute or 2. If you want them crunchy all the way through, then overbake them by a minute or 2. But I like mine in between. Let's take a bite. Cheers! Peanut butter perfection. If you want, you can use smooth peanut butter for this recipe instead of crunchy, but I really recommend crunchy because the textures are amazing. Especially if you can get a crunchy peanut butter where you even have like half peanuts in there, not too finely crunchy, not too finely chopped I mean, because I think it really improves the texture. I should be well back from China now, by the way. This is still a recipe video I've recorded a few weeks in advance because knowing me, I will still be jet lagged. But after next week I should catch up and it should be more current. And I have a few more easy recipe videos lined up because I will still be tired. I'm going straight back to work as soon as I land. Maybe not as soon as I land, but I don't tend to take a lot of extra days off after I come back from a holiday, so I'll be straight back into things. And as most of you know, I don't do social media as a living. I have a regular Monday to Friday job, and then I squeeze everything else that I do on the side around that. Evenings and weekends basically. It's hard work but fun, especially since I get to bake myself and eat a lot of goodies. I hope the weather's improving by now in the UK. It'll be roasting hot in China, so it'll be a bit jarring to come back in the same season, and you never know with the UK. We had a terrible summer last year. We had 2 separate weekends about a month apart, so not even consecutive weekends, where it was roasting hot, 40 degrees, like it was horribly hot, and we don't really have air conditioning here in the UK. It's not a thing, so everyone was suffering. And then all the rest of the time it was just raining and windy, so hopefully we have a bit of nicer, more calm but sunny weather this year. I don't know, we'll see. I've got some nice sundresses I want to air out. I think I only wore a dress twice last year in the UK. Sad times. But anyway, hoping for some nice weather, and also I can start making some ice cream recipes again. And some no-bake ones too, because as much as I love baking and I love cake, it's just too hot to bake here in the summer. It's too hot to switch the oven on. So I'm making the most of the temperate weather right now and making as much as possible really, like these cookies. So there you go, ridiculously easy 3 ingredients maple peanut cookies. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video, and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full written recipe on my blog tashcakes.com, follow me on Instagram on tashcakes.tastes, and find me on TikTok too. I'm tashcakes there too, but my handle is food in slow motion. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more. Give this video a like if you'd like to help other people find it. Comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I will see you all next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. Oh, the cars outside are angry again.